version of the lesson anyway. All right, so in this class, I was able to talk about how I put the LEQ prompt on the website. We talked about that yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so did any of you actually take a look at it yet?
Yes. No.
Okay, good. So you know where to find the graphic organizers, right? Where are they? What section of my website? Downloads. I heard somebody say it. Okay, so again, if you fill out the graphic organizer for this essay, I will allow you to bring it into the actual exam and use it. Okay, so that's no problem. I'm encouraging you to do that. Okay, so that's one thing squared away. Next thing squared away. I'm pretty much setting you guys up for really the end of the year. Tomorrow, I'm going to give you the final review packet. I know I'm clinically insane, but I'm going to. But right now, I'm going to introduce the research paper. Okay, so research paper, it's like, oh, that sounds scary. That sounds intense. It's really not. So let me walk you through what you're doing, and I'm going to make it live on the stream so you could look on with me in case it's too small. I'm just going to add on here one more thing. I'm going to add the rubric for you to view here in one spot. And if you want to look along with me, you can. So I really thought about not giving the research paper this year. And then I thought about how that would not be helpful to you. The reason why it wouldn't be helpful to you is because we really need to work on essay writing. And that's clearly evident, you know, in the conversations that we've had, and you guys even filled out that survey for me. So we need to work on writing. Also, this is going to serve as a really good test boost for you for the third quarter. Do you remember how first quarter you hated me with gun, germs, and steel, but then you liked it because it counted as test grades?
Yes.
It's going to be the same thing with this research paper. Okay, so this is going to be a nice boost for you. I'm going to count it as a test grade. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I put this will count as a test grade. I have it in a couple of spots on my website, which we're going to come back to. All right, so let's take a look at the 9AP research paper Google Doc. Okay. So let me just zoom in for you. Okay. So this is what you're going to do tonight. You're going to read all of the directions. I'm going to go through some of the directions with you, but you're going to read everything because we need to work on reading directions. A lot of us, we just expect Miss Buff to put it on a silver platter, and we don't do any of the work, and I need you to start reading directions. So after you have reviewed the document, you're going to go over this with your parents so they know that you have this. You're going to manage your time. These are more like the last minute tips. You're going to name all your documents. You're going to submit them on Google Classroom. Everyone's going to have different due dates. So your due date will not be listed on Google Class. You are responsible for knowing your due date and submitting on time. On time is 11:59 p.m. the day before your paper is due. Okay. So you are going to attach, when you turn it in, your documents. You'll read this after. Okay, you're going to write down assigned right now as 225. I'm going to come back and show you how to fill in this after. And then tonight, when you review everything with your parents, you're going to put in your parents' email. So if I were to email them, they would say, yes, I know about this assignment. And this is their form of acknowledgement. Okay. So I just realized I didn't change that to 9 AP World on yours. So change that for me. It's same intro directions. And my handout is correct. Yeah, I just didn't change the heading. Okay. So I wrote, write a 2 to 3 page research paper double spaced. 2 to 3 pages is really nothing. Most of you are going to have a hard time keeping it to only 2 to 3 pages. Mr. Rinaldi, it's doing that kickback thing. Maybe you want to just mute for the time being.
Sure.
Thanks. I want to see, I didn't get the mute all feature yet. That's an update that they pushed through. I didn't get it yet. Okay, so it says your introduction should be loosely reflective of the AP format. So you're going to read this on your own tonight to make sure you understand what you're doing. You guys are going to use MLA, parenthetical citations, throughout your paper. Have you guys written a research paper yet for English? Blake, Josh, did you write one yet this year? No?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't think
So
so.
MLA parenthetical is what you use for English. So that's why I chose it. You must use 2 books, 2 websites minimum. Books can be like you go to the library and you ask Miss Fight, or it can be a digital book, or it can be your textbook, or the Overfield book, or your review book, which just reminded me, if you want to use the Overfield book, I'm going to have to give you the citation for that because you guys don't have the book this year. Let me write that down. Overfield citation. Okay. Then I have on here all resources. You can use Microsoft Word features to complete, or Google Docs. You're going to read the rubric tonight. You're going to fill out a website evaluation sheet. If it's a non-library database sheet source or a non-like AP World source. All of your resources are going to be turned in on Google Classroom, and you're going to submit your paper first through turnitin.com. The other class told me they have never used turnitin.com before. It's pretty self-explanatory, but I'll show you what I mean. You're going to check out my research paper guide tonight, also on my website, which maybe I should have hyperlinked that directly. I'll do it on mine. If you didn't click on the document yet, it will give you the edits. Okay, then I have, if you would like to meet with me to make an appointment, do not wait until the last minute. Do not wait until the week of your due date to make an appointment. Okay, so you're going to read all these directions tonight. You're additionally going to watch EdPuzzle. I made a video on EdPuzzle. And I put it on EdPuzzle, so you have to watch the whole thing. I hope it linked correctly with the class because sometimes it's glitchy. I literally walked you through how do you set up a research paper. I walked through how do you use the citations on Google Docs. I walked through how you do the citations on Microsoft Word. So I did it in 11 minutes, 11 and a half minutes. So if you're like freaking out and you're like, I don't know how to do this, how do you set up a research paper? I walked you through it. It's also on my YouTube, so you can rewatch it when you actually sit down to do your paper, but you're watching it tonight. I put 2 questions at the end. Okay. So you're going to watch the EdPuzzle. You're going to read the rubric. Okay. You are also going to look at my website, the research guide. I updated this over the break. This is what I did. So everything should be updated. Everything is on here for you. If you find a dead link, let me know. There shouldn't be though, because I literally reinvented this over the break. So it should be good. Okay, if you don't know how to use turnitin.com, my handout is going to walk you through regardless because you need a code. And then I put a video in case you don't know how to do it. It's pretty self-explanatory. What turnitin.com does is it makes sure that you didn't plagiarize. It makes sure that you also didn't take it from one of my previous students. It will tell me that. Okay, so you are making sure that you use turnitin.com. What you're going to do is you're going to be allowed to choose your own topic. So they have different due dates. So set 1 is due March 15th, 2, March 16th, 3 and 4, the 22nd, 5 and 6, the 24th. I want you to choose a topic that will benefit you on the AP exam. Pick something that's challenging for you, okay, rather than something that's easy. I tried to put more of the obscure topics that will help you with the 10th grade content. Now, in real life, the 10th grade exam focuses on 1200 CE to present. So if that helps you factor in which one you choose, great. So each number is a different paper. Does that make sense? Like you would not pick all of topic set 2. That would be insane. You would be focusing on one specific topic. How do you sign up for your topic? Okay, so I have how do you sign up for your topic. I put a Google Sheet. So this Google Sheet, you should be able to edit. I just want to make sure that I put edit. Yes, okay. So what you would do is, let's say I want research set 1-1. I have to include what I said underneath in my topic. Let me actually take that away. That was an error I made. Hold on, my computer's going really slow. Google's not cooperating. Google's freezing, bear with me. Okay, so if I want topic 1-1, I would write my name, and now nobody else can take that topic. Okay, so if I'm choosing 1-1, when I do my digital signature tonight with my parent, I would put, come on, Google, come on, Google. I would put set number 1, topic number 1, and my due date, oh my, it is not cooperating. Help me out. Shout out, what is the due date? Because it's not letting me get there.
March 15th.
Thank you. I would put, if it will let me, you get the idea. I will put March 15th here. Make sense? So how are you going to turn in your paper? Okay, so when it's all said and done, and I wouldn't sign up for your topic now because you want to read the directions. Like the other class, they started to sign up for it during class. That's not what I want. I want you to go home and really look at it. So it's not like a race. It's not a competition. So on Google Classroom, all you're going to do is you're going to upload it under here where I put submit paper here. It's not going to flag you on Google. It's not going to say you have a paper due because that would be insane for me to make an individual assignment for everybody. Okay, so it just is going to say submit here and you have to know when it's due. Make sense? Sometimes turnitin.com can take 24 hours to proof your paper. Okay, so sometimes turnitin.com can take 24 hours to generate a report. So this is an assignment that you cannot leave to the last minute. You have at least 3 weeks, no matter which topic you choose.